Welcome back. Today we're walking through a beautiful Scandinavian luxury home. And this one is genuinely something else. No gold ceilings, no over-the-top decoration, just incredibly smart design, beautiful materials, and spaces that actually make sense to live in. Every room in this house has been thought through carefully, and by the end you're going to have some real ideas you can actually use. Let's get into it. From the outside, this home sits on just under an acre. The facade is white limestone, not paint, actual stone, with wide panels of aged European oak running vertically across the front. The combination of white stone and warm wood is one of those pairings that just works every single time. The roofline is flat with a slight overhang all the way around. It gives the house a sharp, clean silhouette from every angle. The driveway is wide, laid in large format gray granite slabs with grass growing between joints. It sounds like a small detail, but it makes the approach to the house feel considered rather than just functional. The windows facing the garden are massive. Some of them are 10 feet tall and run in continuous sections across the entire rear of the home. From the outside at night, with the interior lit up, this house looks extraordinary. You walk in through a double door, solid oak, about 8 feet tall, matte black hardware. The foyer is not oversized. It's around 13 by 15 feet, which is the right call. A giant entry hall just wastes space. The living room is around 650 square feet, and it's the heart of the home. The fireplace anchors the north wall. It's a full-height slab of honed Statuario marble, floor to ceiling, about 5 feet wide. The fire opening is wide and low. No mantel, no shelf above it, nothing mounted on it. Just the stone. Clean, confident, and it absolutely owns that wall. The sofa is a custom deep L shape, warm sand linen, low profile, solid oak legs. It's big enough for a large family and still looks elegant. In front of it, a travertine coffee table, one thick slab on 4 short legs. The material connects the stone fireplace to the wood floor in a way that just ties the room together. The south wall is almost entirely glass, floor to ceiling, spanning the full 32 feet of the room. The garden, the lawn, the pool, all of it is right there. During the day, this room is flooded with natural light. At night, slim linen panels soften it without ever blocking that view. The dining area flows straight out of the living room. Same floor, no divider, just a natural transition in the space. The ceiling above the dining table has a recessed panel. It drops about 18 inches and runs the exact footprint of the table. Inside that recess, warm diffused lighting wraps the entire dining area in a soft glow. It separates the zone from the living room without putting up a wall. Smart use of a ceiling. The table is 11 feet long, solid white oak, straight clean legs. Seats 10. The chairs are a mix of upholstered cream boucle and 2 carved oak armchairs at the heads. That combination of materials keeps it from looking like a hotel conference room. Against the wall, a low 9-foot sideboard in the same oak, tableware, linens, candles inside. On the wall above it, one large canvas. The only significant artwork in this entire open-plan space, and it earns its position. The kitchen is directly connected to the dining area, and it might be the most functional room in the house. The layout is a U-shape with a 10-foot island running through the center. One end of the island has seating for 3 simple white oak bar stools. The other end is prep space with a large integrated sink and a built-in chopping surface. Countertops throughout are thick Calacatta gold marble. That warm white stone with bold gold and gray veining. It runs across every surface and continues up the wall behind the hob all the way to the ceiling. No backsplash tile, just uninterrupted marble from counter to ceiling. It makes the kitchen look significantly more expensive and taller than it is. Cabinetry is all matte white, flat panel, handle-free. Push to open on the lowers, recessed rail on the uppers. When everything is closed, this kitchen looks like a series of white panels with marble counters, clean to the point of almost being architectural. The island is positioned so that from the living room sofa, you have a partial view into the kitchen, but not a direct one. The angle is slightly off, so you're not sitting in the living room staring at the dishes. That kind of sightline thinking is what separates a well-designed open plan from just a big room. The master suite takes up the entire east wing of the upper floor. We're talking about 600 square feet total across the bedroom, dressing room, and bathroom. The bedroom itself is about 320 square feet. The bed is a custom king, padded headboard that runs 8 feet tall and the full width of the wall, upholstered in a warm ivory boucle. The bed frame is white oak. The whole wall behind the bed is that headboard. It turns the entire wall into the focal point of the room. Floating oak bedside shelves on each side, one drawer each. No table lamps, wall-mounted reading lights on adjustable brass arms extend directly from the headboard panel. The bedside surfaces stay clear. That alone makes the room look more expensive. The east-facing window is 14 feet wide and floor to ceiling. Morning light every day. The blinds are motorized, blackout layer and a sheer layer, controlled separately. You can go from full blackout to full open in seconds. The ceiling has a wide, coffered recess running the center of the room with indirect warm lighting inside the perimeter. At night, with the blinds down and that ceiling glow, this room is one of the most comfortable spaces you'll ever sleep in. The master bathroom is about 140 square feet. Not massive, but the layout is near perfect. The double vanity runs one full wall, 2 sinks, continuous arabescado marble countertop, floating vanity unit about 6 inches off the floor with a thin strip of light underneath. That floating detail with the light strip makes the whole unit look like it's hovering. It sounds subtle, but it completely changes the feel of the room. Full width mirror from vanity to ceiling. The entire thing is a mirrored cabinet. Maximum storage, no visible clutter, and the room reads as twice the size. The guest suite sits on the opposite end of the upper floor from the master, completely separate, which is exactly how it should be. The bedroom is about 220 square feet. Queen bed, padded headboard, oak frame, same design language as the master, but in a slightly different palette. The walls here are a warm clay, a soft terracotta-adjacent tone that gives the room its own identity. It feels distinct without feeling like a different house. There's a reading corner, an armchair, a floor lamp, a small side table in the window bay. It gives the room a function beyond sleeping, which makes a guest feel like they have a proper space rather than just a bed. The in-suite is compact but well-finished. Walk-in shower, single vanity, same stone and marble palette as the master at a smaller scale. Back on the ground floor, off the main hallway, there's a private sitting room. Separate from a main living room, smaller, quieter, and honestly one of the best rooms in the house. About 260 square feet. 2 deep armchairs, a low 2-seater sofa, a round travertine side table. The walls on 2 sides are clad in full-height oak panels. It brings a level of warmth and texture that you don't get anywhere else in the home. One wall is a full-height built-in bookshelf. Open, not overcrowded. Books, a few ceramics, some low plants. It's the most layered room in the house and feels the most lived in. The window faces the side garden and runs the full width of the wall. Below it, a window seat, upholstered in a warm linen, storage underneath. That window seat costs almost nothing to build into a design, but it completely changes how people use the room. Everyone gravitates to it. Off the master bedroom, a private balcony, about 200 square feet. The floor is wide composite decking in pale gray. The railing is frameless glass. Nothing between you and the view of the garden and pool below. There's a 4-person outdoor dining table at one end and 2 deep lounge chairs at the other. A retractable canopy overhead is integrated into the soffit. It extends when you need it, disappears when you don't. The whole balcony feels like a private outdoor room, rather than just a platform outside a window. The rear garden is about 5,000 square feet. Mostly open lawn, real grass with a clean, precise edge. Low ornamental grasses and white flowering shrubs run along the boundary. No complicated planting, no water features. Just a clean, generous green space. The stone terrace runs the full width of the house, about 45 feet. Large format, gray limestone, same material as the driveway, which ties the whole exterior together. There's an outdoor dining table that seats 12 and a built-in outdoor kitchen with a grill, prep surface, and sink. At the far end of the terrace, a covered outdoor lounge, a pergola with a solid roof and open sides, deep outdoor sofa, low table, outdoor rug. It's a proper room that happens to be outside. Because it has a roof, it works year-round, not just on perfect days. The pool sits at the far end of the garden, 16 by 42 feet. The interior finish is a deep charcoal plaster, which turns the water a dark slate green. Against the white house and green lawn, it looks incredible, like a mirror sitting in the garden. The pool deck is the same gray limestone as the terrace, continuity that matters. For white sun loungers along the south side, an outdoor shower at the entry. A low hedge on the boundary side gives privacy without making it feel enclosed. No water features, no spa, no waterfall. Just a perfectly proportioned pool that looks beautiful from every angle. So that's the full home. What I want you to take away isn't just how beautiful it is, it's why it works. The continuous oak flooring that connects every room. The ceiling height change that makes the living room feel like a reveal. The master suite on the opposite end of the floor from the guests. The kitchen sightline that keeps the living room clean. The window seat that costs almost nothing but becomes the most used spot in the sitting room. None of these are about budget. They're about thinking through how a space actually gets used before you build it. And that principle works whether you're designing a $20 million home or just redesigning a single room. That's the real value of good design. It's not what you add. It's what you get exactly right. If you got something from this one, subscribe. There's a lot more coming. And drop a comment. Which room would you want in your own home? I'll see you in the next one.